Now, on Thursday, Chinese President Xi Jinping claimed that his country has not provoked a conflict or war or ever occupied a single inch of foreign land. Xi's remarks came at a dinner on the sidelines of the APEC Summit, hours after his highly anticipated talks with Joe Biden. And these comments of his have definitely echoed across the world.
Throughout the 70 years and more since the founding of the People's Republic, China has not provoked a conflict or war or occupied a single inch of foreign land. Whatever stage of development it may reach, China will never pursue hegemony or expansion and will never impose its will on others. China does not seek spheres of influence and will not fight a cold war or a hot war with anyone.
Experts say that China's expansionist drive from East and South China Seas to Himalayas and Southern Pacific is making the Indo-Pacific region more volatile and unstable. China's aggression has also extended to persistent nibbling at its neighbors' border territories. Bite by bite, China has been eating away at some of its neighbors' borderlands. Here's a look at Beijing's irrational territorial ambitions. Let's take a look one by one. Taiwan, let's begin there, has lived for decades under constant threat of an invasion by China. Beijing, on its hand, claims that Taiwan is a part of its own territory, to be seized one day, even by force if required. However, many Taiwanese people consider their self-ruled island to be distinct, whether or not independence is ever officially declared. Beijing plans to control strategic choke points and deny access to foreign forces here. Xi Jinping recently said that China must modernize its military to make it a great wall of steel. Xi Jinping also said that China must oppose pro-independence and secessionist activities and amid the interference of external forces. Now, China's military's Eastern Theater Command last year sent more than 1,700 aircraft into Taiwan's air defense identification zone. China has also continued to use grey zone tactics to test Taiwan's response. Grey zone tactics essentially include sending drones, balloons and fishing boats to areas close to Taiwan. In recent years, the border between China and India has become the site of growing tensions. Chinese aggression has sparked clashes along the mostly rugged mountainous border known as the line of actual control. Amid Xi Jinping's irrational territorial ambitions, both sides have increasingly militarized their border policies and shown no indication of backing down. The situation on the border remains tense due to China's violation of norms. Beijing and New Delhi are hardening their positions on either side of the line of actual control. India is firm. The peace and tranquility in border areas is essential. New Delhi says it is fully prepared and committed to protecting sovereignty and dignity of its land. With defense outposts on artificial islands, China claims almost all of the South China Sea. The South China Sea is a key gateway for a large chunk of the world's merchant shipping. The sea contains rich fishing grounds and reportedly reserves of undiscovered oil and gas. The South China Sea, therefore, is a key economic and strategic subsection of the Indo-Pacific. Lastly, Japan. Well, Japan and China are also involved in a dispute over islands in the East China Sea. The disputed islands are known as the Senkaku in Japan. Tokyo says that the Chinese government did not contest Japan's sovereignty over the Senkaku Islands for approximately 75 years. But that changed, they say, in the 1970s when attention was drawn to the islands due to the potential existence of oil reserves in the East China Sea.